For the last 2 years, myself and Glynn have made an annual trip to Linear Fisheries. We've fished Hardwick and Smiths and B2, where we've both had our PB mirrors. Today we're at B1. It's September the 16th, 2025. Let's catch some carp. Leave it. Not even done the intro. And he's in. Come on, Glynn. But this is a great start. I've not even got a rod in yet. Big fish Glynn is doing what he does. It's like a nice fish, Glynn. Do you want to net it or do you want me to?
You do it one-handed.
Come on, Glynn. Beautiful fish.
It's a PB though.
Doesn't matter to start. You've not even done any spodding.
It's bigger than I thought, that, mate.
Yeah, it's a nice fish, mate. Get in, Glynn. We're shitting it then.
Good skills.
That's a nice fish. Get in, Glynn. Well done, mate. What a start.
Good start, that. I'm happy with that.
Beautiful fish. What's your PB mirror?
2710.
Oh, from here. You're close. Oh.
21.5.
Yeah, 21.5. Well, we're at B1. I've not even done the intro. And Glynn's caught fish already. An absolutely stunning mirror. Gonna lift it up a bit for the camera?
There you go.
Yeah. For £21. Absolutely cracking start, that, Glynn.
Good looking fish.
Lovely, isn't it?
Yeah.
So we'll get a picture and put it back, but yeah, absolutely amazing. Get in, Glynn.
Nice one.
Get in.
Ooh.
Cracking that, Glynn. Well done, mate.
Thanks, buddy.
Well, that carp by Glynn was absolutely cracking. Brilliant start. So I'm just about to put out my first rod, and I'm using a distance lead. So that's a 3-ounce distance lead, and then I've got the stiff boom, which is probably about 6 or 7 inches, and then I'm using a size 4 Camo hook, and on there I have got a 12mm Parker Baits pop-up. That's the pineapple, fluoro pineapple, and then I have tied in 3 worms into there to make a Medusa rig, so it's going to sit like that. And then I'm going to put a little tiny PVA mesh bag. That's the OG fish pellet, which is 4 8mm, and then I'm going to use the Parker Baits flat spot over the top. So it's what I used on my Syndicate Lake. I couldn't use it on my last session at Norton, unfortunately, because there was no worms allowed, so I'm going to use it on here. I know Glynn was using double sweet corn and he's caught straight away. He's not even spotted over the top, so I'm going to get this out at 19.5 wraps oh no, 19 3/4 wraps, sorry, which I've been told is a spot where the sloping tree is. I'm probably going to get nowhere near there, so I'm on peg 5 on B1. So yeah, hopefully we can get this out somewhere near where I'm supposed to and see if I can catch a carp. Some of right hand rods also going out just under 20 wraps, and because Glynn caught on these, I'm going to try double fake corn topped with worm. So there's been a few carp showing, approximately about eight wraps out just beyond the weed line. So I'm trying one on a inline lead. Same setup with a pop-up with worms on the top. So yeah, I'm going to get that out. It's only 8 wraps, but I'll keep that rod in the close because there's been more shows there. There's been 2 shows there. I've not seen any out in the water. So yeah, we'll get this out at 8 wraps. And that's my easy spodding on my left hand rod. And then the other 2 I'll keep far out. Well, good evening. As you can see, I've had to put the lights on because it is dark. It's now 7:30 and I've realised I've not done an intro. So yeah, welcome to Aquatic College. I'm Bri. Glynn is next door. You saw the fish that he caught earlier on. He had that in the first 5 minutes. We've not had anything since. And yeah, we're on Linear B1. We were supposed to be here for 4 days, but they're going to close the lake on Friday, and it is now Tuesday morning. So we've got 72 hours ahead of us to try and catch. I want a 30, Glynn wants a PB, and we just want to get a few fish. We normally do Linear once a year. Last year we were on Hardwick and Smiths, which is behind me, and I caught 2 nice mirror carp on the last day. One was on the zig with worm, which I might try tomorrow, and the other one was on the bottom. And yeah, Glynn's nice 21 pounder is a great start, but there's been nothing since. So I've done my rods, my 2 right hand rods I have put out at 20 wraps to a spot that people have told me online. It's where the guy that was fishing before me was also at 20 wraps, so he had 3 fish in about 2 or 3 days. So I'm out at 20 wraps with those 2 rods, and then the left hand rod we've seen fish closer in between 6 and 8 wraps. So I've found a spot at 8 wraps. It was really silty, so I've chucked that out at 8 wraps. There has been fish jumping closer in, but there is a weed bank between 4 and 5 wraps out, and I think they're just on the edge of that weed bank. So that's where I've got that rod. I can spot easily over the 8 wraps. The 20 wraps, I've realised how poor I am at casting, because getting the lead out wasn't too bad. Getting the rods out, I was struggling with keeping the worms on, and I had to put a little mesh bag because it was tangling. But then trying to spod, I've probably got about a 40-50 foot radius of 20 wraps out where my bait's gone. So it's a nice baited area. Glynn is next door at 20 wraps as well, so if any have gone sideways, he'll have some free bait. And yeah, we'll see what happens. So I'm going to get my tea because I'm absolutely starving. But yeah, hopefully we can bring you some carp. I really want a PB or a 30, and Glynn wants a PB as well. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens into the night. Apparently it's quiet through the day and it gets good at night. So see what happens, and the usual, you'll either see me with the carp or you'll see me in the morning. Good morning. Nothing through the night. for either me or Glynn, unfortunately. Just wait for this car to go past. Yeah, nothing. There's literally a road back behind me. Yeah, nothing last night for me or Glynn, unfortunately. And we've reassessed, and I think we're going to bring them back to 15 wraps. There's been nothing showing out at 20 wraps and beyond. The only fish that have been showing are between about 6 wraps and up to about 10 or 11 wraps, maybe. But we think they'll be a bit further out than that. So I'm going to try my left-hand one, which was at 8 wraps, where I did a load of spodding, absolutely nothing. So I'm going to put that on a solid bag and chuck that out at the 20 wrap mark, to the mark of the slope tree on the horizon, which is supposed to be a hot spot. So I'm going to chuck that one out there just on a solid bag and see what happens. And then my 2 right-hand rods, I'm going to chuck one out at 15 wraps, and then I'm going to chuck one where I've seen loads of fish showing about 6 wraps. I'm just going to underarm chuck it out and see, because I've seen about 4 or 5 fish jump there last night and it's not that far out at all. So I'm going to try that today. Do some spodding over the 5 wrap and the 15 wrap rod. The left hand rod, which is out of the solid bag, I'm just going to leave because my accuracy is not good enough, especially today. It is windy, so I'm never going to hit the 20 mark absolutely spot on enough to create a big massive feature of bait, which I think you need to do on this water. So the 15 wrap one, I'm going to concentrate on, put an absolute shed load of mix out on there where my hook bait is, so that is the big feature. The right hand one, I'll assess it, I'll underarm chuck that one. If I get anything on that, I'll put a couple of spods out. If I get any more, I'll add to that, and we'll see what happens today. But yeah, the 20 wraps is just, there's just nothing. There's no fish showing or anything. They all seem to be closer in. So we're going to try that today, see how we get on, and then we can reassess it later on today or going into tomorrow, which will be the last day. But yeah, nothing unfortunate other than that initial one that Glynn caught straight away, which I'm absolutely made up. I'd love to get a carp myself, so we'll see what happens today. I'm going to get my porridge, get my brew, and then redo the rods, and we'll see what happens today. So my first rod is going to be pink magic bean with a mesh bag, and the magic bean's topped with worm. So we'll get that out at 15 wraps, the left hand side, and then we'll do my right hand rod. So my 20 wrap rod, which I class as my horizon rod, I've made a solid bag. Now that has got a yellow magic bean in with the little micro pellet mix from Parker Bait. So I'm going to get that out, put some flat spot in it, get out at 20 wraps, and see whether I can, number 1, get it on the spot, number 2, take the lid off, see if I can get it accurate, and see whether I can get a fish. That's all done. See if I can get it accurate and at 20 wraps. So for my spod mix, I am using chili hemp, sweet corn, and various size pellet from Parker Bait. It's OG fruit, OG fish, and the fid mix. And then I am also chopping up a load of worms. So Glynn kindly got me these scissors, worm scissors. So I've literally been slicing, see, I feel really cruel, but I've been slicing them really small. So I'm literally going to add a handful of those to each spod and get them back out. So I've picked either side of this hump bit there, so I've got one here and one here, so that's where both my rods are. You can see the lines going out. So I've just been putting spodding all along this area at 15 wraps. So now I've got my accuracy of hitting this at the side. I'll get a load of worm out, add a bit more spods, and then that'll be it. I can settle down and go and see Glynn, because I've not seen Glynn today other than saying hi. So we'll get these out, go and chill out with Glynn, because I'm hungry. I've just realised that I've got some of the Parker Baits OG fish freezer boilies in my car. These are the 14mm, so I've literally added some to the mix like so you can see them in there. It's just something a bit more substantial. I was going just purely with particle, but I think that'll give it something that'll sink straight to the bottom even if there's a bit of an undertow, and it's something more substantial for them to grub on. So yeah, I'm going to spod a load of this out now to the spots and leave it for the night. Definitely filling it in.
We stayed up till the morning. It hit me so hard.
If you want to check out Parker Baits, I'll leave a link to their website underneath my video, and if you use code Aquatic at the checkout, you'll save 10% off your first purchase.
Cheers, buddy.
Some fish. 15 wrap club. And action!
Are we happy now? Are you all set?
Yeah, you're doing it.
I'm not doing it.
That's what I said about you doing the update. You're not doing the
right, the update.
Yeah, the update.
We've caught nothing. That's it.
Is that it? Yeah, we've caught nothing.
Well, after fishing at 20 wraps yesterday, we've pulled back another 5 today.
We have.
For accuracy, because we're crap at casting.
Yeah, we are crap at casting. So yeah, as Glynn said, we've put it back to 15 wraps, which we were accurate, but we've seen nothing. As I said before, I did a bit before on camera, we've seen nothing out far to make us want to fish out. For everything we've seen has been closer in. Apart from today, I've seen nothing today.
I don't think the lake's fishing particularly well anyway.
No, the guy came along from the peg next door. Was that the one Tom Dove and Neil Spooner fished?
Yeah, I think so, peg 7.
Yeah, so they fished. Everyone's watched the Corder where they do the challenges.
Tom Maker.
Yeah, Tom Maker and Tom Stokes fished against Dovey and Spooner on this one, on B1, and they fished the peg next door. And the guy came up to us today, and he's been here since Sunday. Bearing in mind it's now Wednesday night.
Yeah.
And he's caught 1 fish. And we've not seen anything caught, have we, since we've been here? That's the update. Good morning. Nothing last night for me or Glynn. He didn't wake me up, so I don't think he's caught anything. There was boshing down the far left of the lake, right down the bottom. You could hear them boshing right down the bottom, but there's nothing showing. I've been watching the water for the last half an hour or so while I've been boiling the kettle and having my breakfast. It's now 8 o'clock and there's just nothing, absolutely nothing. I don't understand. The first day we saw a few fish jumping just off the weed line, which is about 4 or 5 wraps out, a few boshing out. 1 or 2, probably about 10 wraps, around about 10 wraps out, and then after that there's just nothing beyond. But there's normally when I watch the B1 videos, there's fish boshing all over, and when I watch the Parker Baits socials and they're just boshing out, and it's dead, it's absolutely dead. As I say, that guy that was on the peg, that was the way Spooner and Tom Dove did the challenge with Team Sat Nav. He's fished there since Sunday, and it's now Thursday, and he's had 1 fish. So it's just not fishing well, unfortunately. But we're trying I'm trying everything to catch a carp, not just for my sanity, but obviously for you lot that are watching the videos, because the last thing you want to do is to watch a video of people blanking. I know Glynn had that one on the first day, in the first hour or so, which I made up with that. All my flat spots come up again. Flat spot keeps on coming up. So yeah, we'll see what goes on today. It's supposed to be sunny today, so I'm going to try a zig, I think, on my left hand rod. I'm going to keep those two on the baited spot because I can't do anything else. I might reel them in and just put pop-ups on and chuck them back out there so they're a bit more visible. I don't know whether the worms is doing me more damage than God having a worm is weighing it down. So I might try one on a pop-up, one with a worm rig, and then I'll try a zig if it gets sunny later on and see how we get on today. But this is the last day. We have to be off at 9 AM, so we probably won't do a morning update. Depends how early I get up, because I'll be too busy trying to pack down, because I take about 3 hours to pack down, so it's going to be a mega early get up to pack down. But we'll see how we get on today. My optimism is going by the hour, but I'm determined to catch a fish. So we'll see how we get on today. Hopefully it brightens up and we can get a zig on. So yeah, I'll get back to you in a bit, and we'll probably give you a lunchtime update. See how we've got on.
Floating, weightless, undersea, diving, conscious, like a dream. You and me.
Need this after today, after this last 3 days.
There you go, buddy.
Thank you, kind sir. Corona. That's better. You can see your lights better now. Well, cheers. It's the last night of B1. You've not blanked?
They say it's the last night of blanking.
Oh, the last night of blank. Yeah, I'm catching tonight, by the way, on record. I am catching tonight. Swallowed the fly.
Yeah, right.
Swallowed the fly. What do you mean, yeah, right? I swallowed the fly? I swallowed the fly. I'm confident. Mindset, positive mindset. I am catching tonight. I've seen a fish jump over my spot. I think it was a fish. 99% certain it was a fish. So yeah, the update is nothing's happened, has it?
Nothing.
So you've got all yours out at 25 wraps.
Yes.
Which is where the guy was, wasn't it?
Yeah.
That was on this peg. So you must have a little bit of optimism.
Yeah.
And mine's sporadic. I've got one at 8 wraps, which was the first spot I picked out where I've seen the fish jump, and then I've got one middle one at 20 wraps, and then my right hand one at 15 wraps. The other spot, so I have baited all 3 spots over the duration of the last 3 days, so I've added to each of those and got a rod on each. And you've gone on 3 on the spot, haven't you?
3 on the spot, yeah.
So we'll see what happens. But yes, it is the last night. We might do a quick outro in the morning, but we're getting up at 5 because we've got to be off at 9.
They're closing the lake on us, aren't they?
Closing the whole lake and B2. So we were supposed to do 4 days. I'm not going to pick another lake because I don't think it's worth it for 24, is it?
No, I think it'll be stuffed anyway.
Yeah.
With these 2 lakes being shut,
I think it'll be rammed.
Hardwicks and Smiths will be hammered.
Yeah. So yeah, so that'll be it.
Yeah.
End of B1, end of Linear.
We'll have to come back next year and do it.
Yes. Try and pick a different. Well, no, I like this lake. I think between now and then, I need to work on my casting,
Yeah.
which might need me new rods.
You're going to spend some money.
Well, Santa will get me them, so it doesn't count, does it? Santa's gonna get me some, probably 12, no, 12.6. I might as well just go 13 foot, mightn't I?
Yeah.
13 foot, £4 Kaizen greens. Santa, if you're up there. Is Santa up? No, he's North Pole, isn't he?
Oh,
That is
kind
the
of.
way north is, but yeah. That's what I'll probably get for Christmas, and I might be able to cast. So yeah, that's it.
Yeah. We're gonna catch tonight anyway.
I'm more confident than ever. We saw more fish jump today, haven't we?
Yeah.
Other than the first day where we saw the 3 right in the edge. We've seen a couple jump today and fizzing.
Yeah.
So
Although our bank's done nothing.
no. Well, how many kilogram did the guy to the left put in?
47 kilograms is put in.
47 kilogram of bait. And he's had 1 fish since Sunday.
He had 1 fish on Sunday.
1 fish on Sunday.
Yeah, he was on the social before.
Ah. So yeah, that's it. Unfortunately, we've not brought you anything yet, other than Glynn's one right at the very beginning, which is that long ago now.
It was quite a nice one.
That was nice. It was £21. I'd take a if somebody said to me I'd get a £21, I'd take it. Take a £2 right now, but yeah, just not a bream. It's the only thing I don't want.
I
But
got a £21 bream right now.
you take a £21 bream. I've got a reputation for catching bream though. You haven't. So yeah, that's it. We're gonna wind down with a beer, and we can't even watch the water because it's gone. Can't see.
It went dark quick.
Yeah, it went dark really quick. So yeah, we'll either see you with a fish in the night,
I was driving off into the sunset.
driving off into the sunrise.
Sunrise.
Action outro.
Have I got to? No, crack on, come on.
Well, that's it for Linear B1. 72 hours. Well, not quite 72 hours. 70 hours.
We've been booted off early, haven't we?
Yeah, we've been mooted off early because it's been booked for a social for the weekend. But yeah, that is it. Unfortunately, we've tried our hardest. We really have tried our hardest. I mean, you've not seen all the footage of how hard we've tried. We've tried everything, haven't we?
Pretty much, yeah.
And they're just not in front of us, unfortunately. We saw them this morning all down the right hand side. We keep on hearing them at either end, but they must be just not coming into the middle, unfortunately. So that's it. So thanks for watching if you've made it this far. Yeah, I'm not even going to ask people to like and subscribe. So
We got 1 fish.
oh, we got one. Yeah, we got one, didn't we?
got
I
one
forgot about yours. Yeah, Glynn got a nice 21 pounder, so that was the highlight. And the first hour would have been in the first 5 minutes of you watching, and yeah, that was it. I forgot about you caught.
Yeah. So it's not a disaster.
Not a disaster. No. I mean, you've caught. Just feels like a disaster because I thought we were going to get loads.
Yeah, as soon as we had one in the first hour, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, but well done.
Thanks, mate.
No, you've done well, considering how hard it was. You've done well. So the quest for the 30 continues. Gonna have to just catch the one in the Syndicate Lake.
Hopefully it's back over £30. It should be a winner.
So yeah, so that's it. So I don't know where I'm going next. So all I'm going to say is thanks for watching. See you later.
I'm out of here. I'm going.
What do you mean? You need to do a dance?
These guys wanting our peg.
Right, okay. Say thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching, everyone. See you next time. Like and subscribe.
No, don't say that.